What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I want to give you a quick update on ICP because its price is making some interesting moves that you need to be aware of. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade some ICP on up to 25x leverage without needing the KYC, meaning you don't need to hand over any of your personal information, you can check out my Margex affiliate link down in the description below. And guys, when you do sign up and start trading, you're going to get up to $10,000 in bonuses as well with my link, so make sure you do go check that out. Now, looking at ICP, of course, what we can see is that its price has been, somewhat pulling back for the last few days. That looks to me like a 7% pullback, roughly. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, about a 7.5% pullback for the last 3 days over the weekend. And of course, some people are already doing their thing, screaming, oh, this is it, ICP's run is over. I'm like, dude, its run hasn't even started yet. But at the end of the day, I wanted to update you on what is going on, why I think this pullback's not particularly a big deal, why I think that it is still a good thing, and what I'm expecting from ICP's price next. And so with that said, let's get into it. So looking at ICP a little bit closer, what we can see is that, again, ICP quite recently broke the 618 to 786 Fibonacci zone. What I told you all in the last video was, listen, when you break a Fibonacci resistance zone of this nature, all you need to do is get above it. You don't always have to stay above it. You don't have to hold support above it. That is great. Don't get me wrong. It's better if you do, but you don't have to do that. The reason why is because oftentimes these 618 to 786 Fibonacci resistance zones kind of act like doors. And once you open the door a little bit, the door is open a little bit. You can't close the door. All you have to do is open it a little. And once you open this door, even if its price pulls back and we go to find some support or whatever it may be, the door is still open, and the likelihood is here that ICP over an extended period of time will get itself back up towards these levels, especially towards these Fibonacci extension levels, to what I think could be $12 or $13. That's what we talked about in the last video. And so what we're seeing right now is a pullback, right? Is it, is ICP's price pulling back towards some of these lower levels? But again, it doesn't matter. Why? Because we already broke out. We already opened up the door. And although it would have been better if we'd have stayed up here and held support up here, sure, the door is still open. So even with ICP's price pulling back right now, I'm not concerned, because the likelihood is here there's a high percentage chance that we make the return to the upside. That's reason number one. Reason number two, where we are right now is quite natural. It's quite normal, right? What you have to understand is that right here, there was macro resistance. Right here, there was macro resistance. Now that we flipped, of course, this previous point of resistance into resistance, there's this little resistance zone right below us as well. And in times in which you cleared 1, 2, 3, 4 different points of resistance, the likelihood is here you're going to try to flip them into some support. You're going to try to get that RS flip. And what that looks like is a crypto breaking above a resistance zone, coming back down to that resistance zone like we'd be seeing here, right? Resistance zone, establishing it as support, and trying to continue higher. That's normal. It happens all the time. Why? It's honestly quite simple. These resistance zones are hard to break. They're hard to get above. And so oftentimes what happens is that it takes a lot of power, a lot of will, a lot of buying pressure to get above these resistance zones to fight that bearish liquidity. And once you finally do it and you finally break above it, a lot of these bulls are exhausted. Maybe they've expended their liquidity, right? They fought a good battle, and oftentimes you need to rest. That's what I call it. Back testing is like resting, where you go back and you're like, okay, let's just kind of chill a little bit here for a little while. We just won this battle. Let's just chill, and then we'll try to make that move later on once we've seen these indicators and things cool down. That's what normally happens here. And so in an instance like this, when we're going back for a back test, doesn't really concern me, doesn't worry me, it doesn't any of that. And I would say I wouldn't even start getting remotely concerned until we see ICP lose this point of support, right? If we lose this point of support, there is a very, very high likelihood that we come back down to this key zone of liquidity right here, because oftentimes when you break an ascending level of resistance, or ascending level of support, sorry, you'll revisit the most recent establishment of support. So in this instance, sure, maybe I'd get a little bit more concerned, because of course we've then seen ICP's price pull back, 13 to 15%, that could start to imply that this is going to take a little bit longer, but we're not there yet. And so where we are right now, while ICP's price is pulling back, is that it's just back testing. And until this is more than a back test, until we see the support lost and we start continuing lower, I'm not even remotely concerned about it, and I don't think you should be either. So of course, guys, don't forget, if you do want even more information about what is happening with the ICP, not only from a technical perspective, but a fundamental perspective, I have been starting to cover it over on my second channel, which is linked down in the description below, in which we do talk more about the fundamentals, the news, and much more, I have a 15-minute video from 2 days ago that's actually featuring Kate O'Neill, where we talk about some key aspects of ICP and some great stuff there. So make sure you do check that out. And if you want even more information from me, I do have a Patreon if you'd like to check it out. I post daily technical analysis, fundamental analysis, news, early access to my videos, some things I add to my portfolio. When I'm buying, I'm selling. I have a pro trader in there trading every day. I got all types of stuff. So go check that out if that's something that's interesting to you. When you click off this video, take a trip, a quick trip to the description. Go check out some of those links. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.